All right, greetings, greetings, greetings. My name is Candace, and I live in Northern California, and I'm a teacher. And I'm making a video today about my Freeform Locs. I've done a few before. I'm trying to track my process a little bit, and the reason that I'm making these videos, because to be honest, this is the first time I've ever posted anything on YouTube. I'm a huge YouTube fan. I'm always on YouTube. I'm always watching videos. But I never posted anything myself because I didn't feel like I had anything that I wanted to say, really. But my locks have pushed me to come out and talk a little bit because I've wanted to lock my hair for maybe 2 years, probably more. But I never saw anyone with my hair texture with locks. So I didn't see a process. And then when I went on YouTube, I also didn't see anyone with a multiracial background locking the hair. So I really didn't know what to expect. I did a lot of research and I looked at lots of different YouTubers for a long time before I decided, and I kind of created my own routine as an experiment on what would work on my hair. But there wasn't anyone that I saw with hair like mine, so I wanted to start kind of a multiracial locking process. And the thing that's funny about multiracial people and hair is that there's so many unique combinations. No two of us are ever going to be alike. I mean, that's true for anybody, but I think that's really pronounced in terms of hair texture and stuff. So, yeah, even with other multiracial folks watching this video, you're still gonna have a different process and a different hair texture. But I at least wanted to put something out there. So that's why I've been doing this. So in 2 days, it will be 8 months that I started free-form locking my hair. And what that means is that I'm not manipulating it. I'm not doing any of the salon treatments, no palm rolling, no interlocking. There's a lot of different things you can do to lock your hair. No back combing. Pretty much just stopped combing my hair and allowed the hair to do what it's going to do on its own. So I actually, at some point, want to talk about products I use or routines because, like I said, there isn't a lot of stuff out there for multiracial folks or mixed hair textures. So I want to kind of show what I'm using if anyone else wants to try it that way too. But I'm not going to have time for that today because I tried, and it just takes too long to talk about that stuff. So I'm just going to strictly focus on the updates. So let's start with an internal update. I'm feeling a lot more confident about this. When I first started doing it, even though I had done all this research, I still felt really insecure. And I think there's a video of me talking about my insecurities. And the reason I felt insecure was, one, not seeing multiracial people with locks. Two, even though in the Bay Area pretty much every other person has dreadlocks, it's still a pretty controversial thing. People still have a lot of stereotypes and a lot of misconceptions about what locking is, first of all, and they have misconceptions about who locks. Anybody can lock their hair, but there's all these assumptions. Oh, you smoke weed. Oh, you're a Rasta. Oh, you're this. Oh, you're that. But really, it's just a different way of approaching the hair. That's what I've learned. And so I had insecurities about facing that and dealing with people's assumptions. Some people, so that's people who don't have locks. And then people who do have locks have their own set of assumptions. You should do it this way, or you should do it that way. Everyone has an opinion kind of thing. And since you wear it on your head, everyone's gonna see you. You can't hide it. You can't hide it, So I had to really face that and really get strong in here about how I'm gonna walk into the world with my hair. And it's been a beautiful lesson in general about me walking into the world and embracing my power. It's something that I think is a lifelong lesson. It wasn't the first time I had to learn this, but it definitely hit me on another level. Like, you gotta be strong, you gotta be confident, and have a lot of love, a lot of love just in here for myself first, and then for other people, and just understanding that, even if they're wrong, that's not necessarily their intent to put me down. You know, people asking me dumb questions like, you know, do you wash it? And it's like, if I didn't wash it, you would know. You wouldn't have to ask that question, right? So, just a dumb question. So, learning how to deal with stuff like that and approach it has been a good thing for me. So that's internal. Externally, you know, if you're watching this and you haven't seen my other videos, then I just want to say how my hair started out. So I started out with kind of like bra length hair, coarse texture, very thick, and kind of an S curl, not a kinky curl, not a Z, kind of an S. I had this big puffy. I don't know if you are a Beyonce fan, but if you see a lot of the curly wigs that Beyonce used to wear, she doesn't really do curly as much anymore, but she used to wear these big curly weaves or wigs, whatever I used to love them, but that's how my hair is, pretty much, with just a little bit more thickness to it. I'm very, very thick hair. So just giving you a close-up of my roots so you can get a feel. So yeah, that's a close-up of my roots so you get a feel for my hair texture. Alright, so I started out with hair like that. And what I did was I did 2-strand twists, which is when you just twist all your hair. Let it dry like that. Then I took them out. That was the last time I did anything to my hair, because I wanted to have kind of set a size in, if that makes sense, without parting. I didn't part and all that stuff. I just wanted to set a size in. Didn't know if it was going to work, though, because with freeforming, you don't, like, twist them or anything. So I didn't know if it was going to work. But actually it did. These are the same, used to be 2 strands. These are the same ones. And so I took them out, washed my hair, went on about my business, and stopped combing it. So I stopped using conditioner. I stopped using oils for the most part. Maybe once a month I'll add oil for dryness. Stopped using gels, anything like that. Just washing my hair with soap and water. Medicated soap in my case, because I have seborrheic dermatitis, and I use a little bottle like this so I can get onto the scalp, because if you don't, as your hair more locks, it's harder to get to your scalp. So this YouTuber named Quotidian Light, her videos are excellent. You should check her out. She gave me the idea to use the bottle. Best idea ever. Do that twice a week. And then over time, my hair formed knots. They got really poofy and crazy looking. And then in the last 2 months, I'd say, they got more of a solid shape to them. So this was where the first lock came in, or the first knot. See how it's round? And then the knots progressed up to my scalp, so that the whole thing is locked. You can see it. And then what I've noticed now for the changes in the last 2 months is that they have gotten tighter. They were fatter than this, and they've gotten tighter, so they're thinner now. And then little hairs are starting to pop out at the bottom. That's totally new. See that? That is totally new. Never seen that before. Didn't know that could happen. Because I've seen people with more of an afro texture hair, and it's so cute when they have the little curls at the bottom, like the little kinks at the bottom of the lock. So cute. So I guess my hair is doing that in its own way. See how there's that little, wait, where is it? See that curl popping out there? You can barely see it. Yeah. So let me just give you a look into my hair a little bit more. This camera sucks. Okay, boom, there it is. See that? So individual locks, kind of medium size, not too big, not too small. That was what I wanted. And I'm just at a point where I'm starting to be just really happy that, first of all, I stuck to it, and I dealt with all the haters with courage and with grace. Didn't go off anybody, didn't hurt anybody, just kind of like, all right, thank you for your opinion. Cool. Kept it pushing. And dealt with my insecurities internally. And now I'm really enjoying the process. I mean, there were times throughout that I enjoyed, but now where I wake up in the morning, I don't feel that insecurity. I don't think about what people are going to say. I don't care. I finally got to that point, and I'm so proud of it. And now when I look in the mirror, for a while, looking in the mirror was like, I had to just get through that. And other people with locked hair, because in the Bay, every other person has dreadlocks here. every other person. So I have a lot of people I can talk to in person about this. And they were just like, you know, you got to get through the first year. The first year is going to be like rough riding. You got to get through it. So I'm really happy I did that. Because now in the 8th month, as I'm getting to the 1 year mark, I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm almost there. And I just feel it now. Now I just like it. You know, I actually think that it's cute. I actually admire it now, which took me a while to get to that point. My gray is coming in. I'm actually very gray, but I dyed my hair a lot for the past few years, so I'm letting that go too. No more dyeing. See, this is the old bleach that I had in my hair, and you can see, if you look at this, you can see how much it's grown. See that? That's how much my hair has grown from here to here, where the bleach was. So it's just not that long, you know, because it shrinks so much. It looks still short, but that's how much my hair has grown. It's really grown a lot. Let me see, what else should I show you? Okay, Raw is the new black asked me to show the back, so I'm going to turn around, or try to, and I apologize that camera isn't very good because I'm just using my MacBook because I couldn't find the tripod for my other camera, so just going to show you this, the back. Oh, you can see? Oh, see that? Okay. You can see the growth here. I washed my hair this morning, so that's the water, but it's really hot today, so it'll air dry. But here, you can see the growth here too, because it didn't used to even touch my back when I was first doing it. So that's really nice. I'm really excited. What else do I want to say? If you are locking for the first time and you are multiracial and you want to do it, my advice to you is to pretty much do what I did. Do your research. YouTube is excellent for that. There's so many people with great personalities just talking about hair and their experience, and kind of weigh it out and see what works, what might work for you, and see what has worked for some people and not worked for other people. And don't just go by one opinion. Look at many opinions, because when it comes to dreadlocks, everyone has an opinion, and they're not all going to work for you. So really do your research, look around, keep an open mind, and then also just understand that stuff is going to come up for you. For me, it was insecurity that came up. A lot of stuff around me, my personal power. Other things might come up for you. I think it's a vulnerable process. It puts you in a vulnerable place because you're exposing something on the top of your head that everyone in the world can see. So whatever comes up for you when you're vulnerable potentially can come up when you're locking, if that makes sense. So I just want to wish you all the luck in the world. Feel free to leave me comments, questions, or suggestions. I'm open to that too. And just want to really wish you a lot of love and a lot of luck in your process. And it's hard for me to keep the video short because I have a lot to say around this. So hopefully in the future I'll work up to posting some videos on the routines I've chosen and why. And maybe even something about ritual and the spiritual process that can come along with dreads, because I've actually had some spiritual experiences, some spiritual insights, and some rituals I've done around my hair that it would be nice to share. So hopefully I'll get to that when I get done with grad school. And hopefully I'll be back on here in another month or so, just showing you how things have shifted then. So wish me luck. Take care, everybody, and peace.